Welcome to For the Love of Rugby. Six Nations is back, and so are we. So, week one then, let me sum it up for you. France survive an Irish scare in Belfast. Scotland clinch the win against Wales. And England kick off with a bonus point win against Italy in York. So, round one, completed it. You girls are literally fresh off the bus.
Not fresh. Can confirm, not fresh. Hair still unwashed.
I wasn't going to mention it more, to be honest, but now you've just told everyone you've not washed your hair since playing rugby.
Actually, I didn't sleep on the bus, and that's
what the heck?
really strange for me, because I sleep everywhere. So
Everywhere.
I'm sorry if I'm lagging right now.
You actually sleep like an angel, I must admit.
No, she snores.
No, but I look like an angel, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was
Like,
once
you
with
snore. Worse than me.
I do snore. I never said I didn't snore, but I didn't say I sleep like an angel.
What was York like?
Ah, beautiful city.
Yeah, really nice.
A bit like
Great.
Oxford, I'd say. I love my Oxford.
It's being compared to Oxford.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice, like cobbled streets,
Yeah.
buildings.
A Minster, which I thought was a minister, but it's a minster. It looks like a cathedral. Minster? Is it Minster?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I know...
York Minster.
Any fun facts about York? What did you find out?
Well,
Oh, here we go.
You can ask Maud about any fun facts about York.
Yeah, I did do the bus tour of York, to be fair.
On our way to Captain's Run.
On the way to Captain's Run, yeah. Like, for maybe the past few games, I can't even remember. I will do a tour, like a made-up tour, because obviously I know nothing about the town. But I'll get the girls to send in facts, and normally they are made up, or there are some quite cool facts.
Yeah. Can I just say, the tour started with Maud going, well, we're going to give you some coffee recommendations. On the left, we have Starbucks. On the right, we have Costa.
Sorry, that was a
Learned
joke.
something new
because-
today.
Oh my gosh, she didn't get the joke because the guy at the hotel told me that. They were the coffee recommendations. You didn't
So
get
you wasn't
the joke,
in the
did you?
in crowd.
You
inside
weren't,
joke,
no.
inside
It
joke.
was
that.
funny
I
to me.
missed it.
So anyway, the best one I think was someone said do a ghost story. So I was like, okay, I'll think of it quickly off the cuff. And we passed USA Nails. So I was like, oh, USA Nails, you might find Alona Mar in there. Let me tell you, the whole bus was howling.
Well, it's very funny, Maud. I should hope
The bus was howling,
Yeah.
to be fair. She was very funny, yeah.
But York, very nice city. Recommend. Might go on a little city break on my own.
I've actually been before.
Have you?
Because Benji, my husband, as you know, he used to be in the army and based up there.
Very nice. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Went on one of those city boat cruises.
Oh.
Poured of rain the whole time.
Oh,
Classic
nice.
England.
Scenic.
Wasn't enjoyable. What I didn't get to, and I don't know if you definitely did, Sadia, the National Railway Museum is up there. Did you spend a bit of time there? Because I think that's a bit of you, isn't it, Sadia?
Let's just get this straight. That was a joke. Museums, artifacts, anything down that road, not a bit of me.
Not a bit.
No.
Did walk past it though.
Oh,
With some of the girls. Flo Robinson was there, and I thought she'd love that. She would absolutely love that, but didn't go in.
bit of you, Maud.
Hate museums.
I suppose there's not enough going on for your brain,
Yeah.
is there?
I
not enough
love
going
an
on.
interactive one.
Yeah, she'd love
you know
the science museum.
museums?
Yeah.
I love the interactive science
when you can
museum.
touch things and
Yeah, everything goes on.
everything
Yeah.
moves.
Love it.
What else has been happening in camp this week? We can start off with first caps.
Yeah, a few first caps. Flo Robinson, Jade Shekels.
Flo Robinson. Oh, that face when you think of Flo's got her first cap.
I know.
Bless her.
Do you remember when she nearly got her first cap?
Very nearly got her first cap. That was a while ago now.
Like 3 years ago.
2021.
21.
More, yeah, 4 years ago.
Blimey.
So the story is she was about to get her first cap in the France versus England.
In
France. And she's warming up because I think there was like some 9 trouble or something. So she had to go on. And the stadium lights went out. Pitch black. And everyone's thinking, oh, it's okay. They'll turn the lights
them back on.
It'll be fine. 5 minutes pass.
Chaos.
The woman up doing it, passing the ball up and down, keeping warm.
In the dark.
In the dark. And
I
then
thought there was a problem with the TV, to be honest.
Yeah.
The screen's gone dark.
I was in that game and I'd just been subbed off when it happened. And we sat there like,
Is this for real?
Yeah, what's just happened? Because the French team, as soon as the lights went off, they all crowded into each other as
weird.
if they knew what was happening.
Weird.
Because it was a nighttime game, like
Yeah.
an 8-9 o'clock kickoff, because French
Classic.
love a late
love
kickoff.
Yeah.
And so when those lights went out, it was pitch black.
Yeah.
And we're convinced that it's just on an auto timer, and someone just forgot to turn off the auto timer.
So funny.
Someone didn't put a coin in the meter.
What your comment cracked
didn't
me
put a
up.
coin in the meter. So I made sure this time I put a coin in the meter for my girl Flo, so she could get her debut.
And she got on.
Yeah.
she got on,
And Jade.
Jade
yeah, she
Shackles.
tore up when she came on, to be fair. Great gal. Love that girl.
Good human being.
Very good human
Good
being.
rugby player.
So when you do get your first cap, obviously you go out, you play the game. What happens when the game's over?
So after the game, in the changing room, the families of the first cap, or friends as well, come into the changing room. The president will give the first cap.
President of the United States.
No, the president of the RFU gives the first cap, an actual physical cap, to the person that's received their first cap.
And once the cap is on, they cannot take it off
Never for the whole
until
evening.
for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Any songs?
Songs are on the bus. Hannah Botman controls that. Flo Robinson did a very great rendition of Pink Pony Club. Another no.
No, that's not. I don't know why I asked more. How the
I have
song
no
started.
idea
That
what
was
you're
the
even talking about
worst.
right now.
Pink Pony Club, Chapel Roan.
No, I don't know.
Oh, that is a great song.
How does
We
it
played after the
start?
final, actually.
Pink Pony. You know one.
Club.
I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony.
Club.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay.
Bit old,
Millennials,
bit old.
millennials.
Did you just call me old?
No, slide past.
So what was more nerve-wracking for you? I know what the answer is for me. Getting your first cap as in running out onto the pitch or
Yeah.
having to sing a song afterwards.
Well, you know how I like performing. In fact, that is the reason why I want to score a try, is
Yeah, 'cause you
because
also
I get to sing.
sing.
What was your song, Maud?
My song was 4 5 Seconds by don't know who.
That is a good song.
I think I've had enough. Might get a little drunk. I say what's on my mind. Might do a little time. 'Cause all of my kindness
We're getting a whole
breaking for weakness. Now I'm 4 5 Come on, everyone, join in. Then. And we got 3 more days till Friday. I'm just gonna. Okay.
Wrap it up.
Right, okay then.
How did that go down on the bus?
Gosh, it was so long ago, can't even remember.
All right,
Probably was a hit, to be fair. Probably was a hit.
Probably was a hit.
Yeah, probably was a
Yeah.
hit.
Great
Sadia?
song, great song.
What was yours?
Oh, probably a
So,
Christmas song. Oh my
Yes,
gosh, I
do
forgot
have a
about this.
tradition. I just love Christmas all year round, no matter when. And I also always have a Christmas song in my head. So for my first cap song, I had to sing a Christmas song. Not gonna lie, I can't remember the specifics now, but
Yeah.
anytime I score a try or have to go up, it
She
is
went up.
always
She
a
did go
Christmas
up
song.
yesterday.
Yeah,
She did go up
Silent
yesterday.
Night was
You
was
didn't
on.
know the
Even
lyrics
for a
very well,
disallowed-
though, I must admit.
Excuse me,
Do you wanna
lyric
prove-
queen.
Do you want to prove that you know the
Sorry.
lyrics?
Well, it's not really hard, is it? Silent Night. Okay, that's enough. Yeah,
That is enough.
that's enough.
So your try was disallowed and you still had to sing.
Yeah, because we
We
went
would-
into disallowed tries as well to get up on the bus.
How long was the bus journey?
14 minutes.
What was your song, Shaunagh?
My song is Every Step I Take. Every step I take.
Is that P. Diddy?
It was like Police first, and then P Diddy did a remix, and
Got ya.
then
Okay.
I thought, oh yeah, it's P Diddy, Puff Daddy. They're like, no, Shaunagh, that's Police. I was like, okay, I'm not that old. I didn't know that, but yeah, that was mine. But
That's
most
a good
importantly, nobody had sung it before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
we all
yeah.
know is the most important thing.
Yeah, it has to be
Yeah,
original.
Has to be original,
Yeah.
otherwise it gets
Cut.
cut. See you later. Have a backup plan in your pocket.
Yeah. Modern song. Pick a modern song.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Anyone out there who's getting their first
an
cap,
original.
pick a modern song.
What did you get up to this week, Shaunagh? Gallivanting, the usual.
I mean, I had a busy week as a busy gal anyway.
Busy gal.
But obviously, the most important part of my week was coming to fangirl you lot.
Of
Yes.
course.
Seeing both
I
my-
did spot you straight away.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh yeah, we got a picture,
Yeah,
didn't
we
we?
got a little picture.
Yeah, I was pitch side with my accreditation. It
Love
said
that.
presenter on it.
Wow.
Freelance.
Presenter.
Yeah, I've got a new job
Wow.
title.
That's
Presenter
cool.
from a
Very
company
cool.
called Freelance. I also got to spot some signs.
I spotted some signs
The signs
too.
were out. The signs were out.
Yeah, out in full force actually. I think I must have
Yeah.
seen 4 or 5 signs. Very good.
Yeah, there
Really
was-
impressed by everyone.
Yeah,
out
it was
there.
very good.
So for anybody that didn't listen last week, we've got a thing. I don't even know what to call it. A movement.
A movement.
Oh, I'm
That's
not
what
sure
we'll
about
call-
a movement.
The
No,
Oliver
we've
movement.
We've got the Maud Oliver movement, where Maud has promised us on camera.
She has said it on camera, yeah.
That if enough people make a sign that says,
Please, sir, we want.
No.
What is it?
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Please, sir, can I have some Maud?
not like that.
Please, sir, can I have some Maud?
And there were a good number of signs
Yeah,
out.
I was so impressed.
Yeah.
Even when we
got
walked
off the
straight
bus,
out the
yeah.
bus, it was very cool. I really did love it.
Yeah.
And so did you give a rendition live on pitch?
I didn't. No one. I did. I kind of was. I didn't know what to do. You know, they didn't ask for it. So
Did you not realise people would listen and watch us?
yeah,
Was you surprised?
yeah. I think I was so overwhelmed that people actually made a sign that I didn't even. I just was like so thankful.
Yeah, that's also a great point generally about crowd interactions and how we and you operate as Red Roses and how much time you spend talking to fans, and you're always out so long signing, getting pictures, even just generally having chats. Is that a concerted effort? Do you agree as a team you're going to stay out for X amount of minutes, or like what does it mean to you when you're out there with the fans?
I don't think we don't discuss we're going to stay out longer. I think we genuinely just enjoy interacting and seeing fans and young girls, young boys even, that want to actually genuinely have conversations with us and get pictures with us. And it's so nice you don't actually want to go back inside. So I think, yeah, it's just really cool to be able to give back and thank them for coming.
And so we're going to carry on the movement, aren't we, Sadia? We're going to promote the movement
Yes, yeah.
to
of
gain
course.
momentum. We would like bigger signs for Maud.
They don't need to be bigger.
No, I also have a
I just do
request.
love a sign.
Oh,
Ooh, what's your request, Sad?
See, mine is a bit more. It's not as cost efficient as Maud's signs, but I would love it if people came out in their scrum caps.
Scrum caps.
And
What
just
coloured scrum cap?
any scrum cap. We don't discriminate
Okay.
around here.
come and find any of us. I'll be a bit more available than you girls. You girls will be busy. But after a game, if they shout your names and they've got a scrum cap on,
Or can we have please sir,
Or
can we
a
have some
sign.
Maud?
Yeah.
you're going to go over to them, aren't you?
Oh,
of
of course.
In tandem.
In
Don't be
tandem.
silly, of course.
One of the sign makers that I found on the weekend, she was actually one of our competition winners too.
Yes, I did see.
You could also be a competition winner because we have 2 free tickets to give away to the England versus Wales game at Principality Stadium this Saturday. Head to our Instagram at Love of Rugby to get involved. Maud, you had a pretty epic Sunday last week. 2 epic Sundays in a row, actually,
Pretty.
I'd say.
Pretty cool.
How was last Sunday and how was such a tight turnaround?
Yeah, exhausting,
Yeah.
but a lot of fun. Pretty.
What was last Sunday?
Sorry, last Sunday was the Prem final, the PWR final, that was against Saracens in their backyard, as one might say, with Gloucester Hartbury, which was very, very cool. Hopefully after the World Cup be able to properly celebrate, because, yeah, straight into camp on Monday evening was
Quick turnaround.
quick turnaround.
But you didn't hesitate to make a swimming pool in the changing room, so
Yeah. We enjoyed ourselves. The changing room, for the past 3 years, the changing room is definitely the standout bit for me after winning.
And I really enjoy the fact that you were in the Saracens' home changing room.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
Would
cool.
just make the win even sweeter.
To be fair, we actually we are fine getting changed anywhere. It really doesn't affect me personally.
Oh well, if it doesn't affect you.
But it was cool. It was cool. And they've got very comfortable seats and it's very spacious, which was
Yeah.
cool for the celebrations afterwards, for sure.
Sadia, was it nice to have Maud back in camp with you?
Oh, yeah, it was lovely. Obviously, we had a 4-day camp with, obviously, without the final girls. There was like 18 girls missing. So and Maud being huge part of that. So we had a lot of new girls in. But yeah, it was really nice to have all the girls and Maud back after the final. You might have noticed we're not in a big shiny studio. We've got a few things to make it homely. These lovely bags and a nice pin board here. A little bit of scrapbook pieces. Would you like to tell us about it? Because I have not contributed, unfortunately.
She has not contributed anything.
I am not a scrapbooker, but more than Shaunagh, I have a few things up there.
Yeah, I've just collected a few things from our trip to York, hotel bits and bobs, coffee shop stuff.
I want to know, did you bring that key, Maud?
Yeah, I found it on the bus and it's so cute. It's like a cute little tiny little key.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's very cute, isn't it?
Do you know what it opens?
My heart.
Oh, I queued that one up for you and you took it.
The key to her heart.
Yeah.
Any suitable suitors out there?
Yeah, please.
Come and collect it from Bracknell Rugby Club if you'd like.
I'll be here all tournament. Not at Bracknell Rugby Club.
So I brought something that wasn't rugby of my week.
Classic.
I was nominated for an award.
Oh, this week?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I
awards,
think I
is
did
it?
see this on Instagram.
Yeah.
I did not, sorry.
It's British Diversity Awards.
Wow, very cool.
I was a finalist for Athlete Empowering Positive Change.
Wow.
Very nice.
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of what I do.
As the athlete you are.
But I feel like it should maybe say ex-athlete powering positive change. I don't move around like I used to. Right, rugby. Ireland versus France in Belfast. Interesting finish on the scoreline. With 10 minutes to go, France were only 2 points ahead. Did you girls get a chance to watch the game at all or just get a little bit of the highlights through?
Yeah, I got a chance to watch a bit of it. And I think, obviously, Ireland coming into this game, having their last couple games being big wins for them in WXV, I was quite excited to see, and I knew it was going to be a good game. But so that doesn't actually surprise me, and I managed to catch the first half. But yeah, France, once they get rolling, get into like the 22, 10-metre area, they're able to score. But I think Ireland put up a really, really good game.
Do you actually get much chance to watch the game? Because I know what it's like in camp, and as much as you'd love to watch a bit more rugby, you've got so much going on and you have to look after yourself and your own performance first. Is there much of a chance to watch rugby? Is there any watch parties? Anyone have it in their room and everyone goes around to a particular room to watch?
Yeah, we do have it on the projector in the team room. But to be fair, like we had captain's run Saturday morning and then like just quite an intense week, obviously the long journey, but we do try and obviously catch up, and within this week we'll probably catch up on those two games as well, but we want to be able to chill out before our game as well, focus on our game, and then we can review the other games too.
And is there much in France's performance? Was it Ireland were good or France were sort of just a bit off, and so their execution wasn't there? Because they had a few slip-ups. There was like a card that got upgraded, there was a HIA, and there was a lot of movement there. Do you think that was much down to France not being as well prepared, or Ireland being very well prepared?
I'd say a bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both. Ireland did kick a lot of possession. I don't know if that was their game plan, but maybe they'll review that and keep ball in hand a bit more next week. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, France, we said it in the preview, they can be quite like, you don't know what to expect, and they're very, I don't even know the word, like not wild, but jouet, exactly. Jouet. And they do, once they're into that 22, they are ruthless. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. I think all the games were kind of like blowing out the cobwebs. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be actually easier to see the team's performances next week when the teams have gelled a bit more. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it is hard to base a whole tournament's performance off the first game.
So quite a bit of first game nerves, we'd say, amongst all of the games across Six Nations this weekend, and you can see that in the handling errors. So Ireland had 31 handling errors, and I'm not sure you can win international rugby when you're literally giving the ball back to the opposition 31 times, and it did seem to be quite a theme across all games.
Yeah, I definitely think, obviously Maud said teams brushing off the cobwebs, like you said, you can't win a game without the ball. I think, especially in that first half, you can see Ireland knocking on a lot of balls, and a lot of them were unforced errors, which are the ones that you can't be affording to kind of give away in those games.
One of the players we spoke about in the preview was Aoife Wafer.
Yeah.
She had a fantastic game. She was, again, human bulldozer, as we could expect. And so I've got our first Sage insights for you. Do you want to take any guesses at how many carries she made? But you know, this quick game's good game.
18.
Sorry, what? No. What? Did you say 18?
Oh my God, I did.
Did you just become best friends?
I did. God,
How many
are we gonna
was
get
it?
married?
I wish
would
it was
so
18.
good if it was
It's not far
18.
off. 17.
Okay.
17 carries, made
Nice.
86 metres and
Nice.
12 successful tackles.
Yeah.
And didn't she get a try as well?
Oh,
yeah, and she scored. Yeah.
That
Quite
is a
the
great
score.
game.
That is a good game. Both sides of the ball as well.
Game number 2 on Saturday actually turned out to be quite the thriller. Scotland versus Wales, 24-21 to Scotland. And it was the first time in 20 years Scotland have won that fixture 2 years in a row.
Blimey.
Like history-making stuff. Did you get a chance to watch much of the game?
Yeah, we did actually. We had it on at dinner.
Yeah.
Maud, what do you say went well for Scotland?
They just had a bit more fire about them. Like first on the ball, just seemed the most reactive team, to be fair. They looked dominant and definitely the better team.
And Helen Nelson, 9 points, 4 kicks from 4. Sadia, she's your Loughborough Lightning teammate.
She is, yeah. Helen Nelson, also known as Nelly. I will not call her Helen Nelson. I mean, for Loughborough, she's great. I think when Nelly is on her game, she is an amazing player, and I think she's a huge cog for Scotland. Like, when she's going well, the rest of the team is going well, and I think she really, strung them together and, made the right decisions on the pitch.
The weather.
The weather, yeah.
The weather, I say it wouldn't help, but it does help for some teams. It doesn't help for others.
Yeah.
It would have had a huge impact. To be fair, I mean, if you're Welsh, you're probably used to the rain, and it didn't help Wales in the end. How much do you think the weather would have had an impact on the scoreline?
Yeah, I think like Sean Lynn said pre the game, like license to inspire, that kind of is, spreading the ball wide and, pushing that extra pass, which in weather like that, you do probably make more mistakes. So it probably did have a bit of a effect on the scoreline. Like Emma Raw's try, for example, that came from a missed pass, and then it was literally like a fire and a ruck, and then it was a try. Like it was a very quick turnaround. So I definitely do think that the weather did play a bit of a part in that.
What do you do as an England team when it rains? Does the game plan change? Does anything change when it rains?
Doesn't really change for us, actually. Flashback to last Six Nations when it was absolutely
Tipping it down.
tipping it down, for a better choice of words.
Bucketing.
In Scotland.
Yeah.
And we kind of scored one of our best tries, which went through the hands of basically every single member on the team. So I think as England, we try and not have to change anything, but if it does get a better of us, then we just make it a bit tighter.
Do you remember that game at the World Cup in New Zealand against Australia?
Yeah,
Oh my
Australia.
goodness.
I wasn't even playing, and I
That
was not jealous of you guys.
Soaking. I had to wring my socks out at halftime. It was mad.
I just remember Emily Chancellor scoring her try and literally soaring through the mud once she put it down.
It was
literally there was a meme of her like flying, like someone went like made her fly into space because she was literally just soaring along on the floor.
I am surprised it didn't get called off, I don't know how far it has to go to get called off.
Biblical amounts of rain, that's what they say.
Exactly.
Yeah, Noah's Ark needs to turn up before they call it off.
And finally, England versus Italy on Sunday, 38-5 to England. Did it play out how you thought it would, and that kind of scoreline? Is that what you was expecting?
I don't really know what I was expecting, to be fair, but like the first 6 minutes we scored 2 tries. It was a very fast start. We started very, very well, but definitely slowed down quite a bit, especially in that second half. But yeah, Italy were very good. Like they were spicy. Is that the right word?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
If that's what you think they were.
They were spicy. Like loads of pressure in D, so did put us under a load of pressure. But yeah, we weren't very extremely happy with our performance. Lots of rusty mistakes, and yes, definitely lots to work on for next week, but rusted the cobwebs out, or whatever that phrase is.
Yes, we rusted the cobwebs out. Yes.
Rusty, 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 rusty.
What is it? Blusted. Dusted. Blowing the cobwebs.
Blusted the
Yeah,
cobwebs.
I think it's blowing.
Blust. Blowing the cobwebs.
Blowing the cobwebs off. Blowing the cobwebs off.
Blowing the cobwebs out.
The mistakes will be gone for good.
In the wind.
In the wind.
Biblical wind.
Biblical Noah's Ark.
Okay. Maud, you've already mentioned Italy's defence and how ruthless it was, and I don't know if you noticed the amount of tries scored in the first half versus second half. Until 78 minutes, you didn't score any tries in the second half.
Yeah, a few disallowed ones, which
quite a few disallowed ones. One in particular.
Yeah, it was the best carry I've ever seen you do, Suds. But does it even go down on your stats? I don't even know.
No, I don't think it does.
No, of course not. It's the disallowed try, Maud. You get the carry meters, maybe.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I actually have no idea.
Because we were saying this, when it goes back, Timo goes back, does any carry that's been happened between that time and the try just get chalked off? Because Berna made a great break.
She did make a
amazing
carry.
That's 20 metres gone.
Does your GPS meters go back as well?
No, GPS meters will always stay.
GPS meters is what you've done as a human being. Nobody can take those back.
No.
R.I.P.
What do you think? Well, did you notice forward? Like, did you see the passage of play?
So many phases before.
Yeah, many phases before.
Yeah, it was. So when you scored, you thought you scored?
Yeah, well, the ball was over the line. So,
rugby.
That's 5 points on the board. But like, we had a lot of TMO back and forth in that game. So I think even once I scored, I was like, it's not official. It's not official until the ball comes back. So yeah, it was just one of those things, really. Like, it's just like, well, because it's not, like Maud says, it's not an individual thing. Like, you score a try, it's like, oh, it's nice, but it's for the team. So it was more like, like, we need to go back again.
It's more the momentum. Like, we needed that try to get a momentum swing rather than your name on the team sheet.
Yeah.
And speaking of the TMO in that game, there was quite a bit of back and forth, quite a few times over referees were running over to the big screen. What do you do when that's happening as players?
Well, the first time I was actually extremely grateful because I was blowing. But then after a couple, you're like, oh, come on now. Like, I want to just get into the game. Like, it did make the game very sticky.
The game,
but you tend to come together as a group, discuss what you need to do and what you need to do to get better. The leaders speak, and you kind of just try and move on and try and get better, basically.
I mean, I was on the bench, so I was opening up a pack of Haribos.
Nice.
Some Lucasade, just a bit more time to get some more fuel on.
It must have been the longest first half of rugby, or second half. The whole game was really long, actually.
Yeah, well, the first 10 went really fast.
Yeah.
Hannah Bottom was next to me and was saying, I can never be a referee. When they were running to and from underneath the post, back to the big screen, back to the middle of the pitch, back to underneath the post.
Does they wear a GPS?
Yeah,
Does the
I think they
ref
do.
wear a GPS?
Yeah.
I noticed a certain Natasha Moe Hunt in the coach's box. What was going on there?
I think Mitch just asked her to go in and she said yes.
Any other reason?
No, I think she just got asked, so said yes.
I think if you're going to have anybody in the coaching box, it would be Mo.
Yeah.
And I think she might have been getting a little bit of insights up there for the team too.
Insights? Speaking of insights,
great segue.
Should we do our Sage Insights game?
Let's do it.
Where I get the data and put it in front of you girls for a competition. Okay, so our favourite part of the show. Which player carried the most meters in round 1?
I'm going to go Emma Singh.
Okay, Emma Singh, yep.
Oh no, I'm changing my answer. Mia Venner.
Mia Venner, okay.
I'm going to go Emma Orr.
Any particular reason?
Well, Emma Orr scored that try.
Yeah,
from
that was
a long old run.
Ball
in hand, which has carried meters. Yeah. Mia Venner, congratulations.
Ding, ding, ding.
Winner.
How many meters?
127.
156.
151.
Oh, wow.
Close.
Very good.
I always find it wild, like 80 minutes of rugby, and it looks like you've only run 100.
I know. I know. That is mad. And someone can do that in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt.
Well, yeah. Bit more than 10
minus,
seconds.
minus
but-
56.
Yeah,
minus
yeah,
51.
Yeah, bit more than 10 seconds. Who came second and third? Quick guesses.
Maddie Fianati.
Not English.
Not English. E for wafer?
Nope.
Emma Hall.
No, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Jazz Joyce Butchers on 135 metres.
Nice.
And Stacey Flood of Ireland on 127 metres.
Interesting, it's back three.
Yeah, kind of makes sense.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Shaun, you watched all the games this weekend. Who was your player that stood out?
Oh, my player of the round, we've already mentioned her. It's got to be Aoife Wafer. She's just everywhere, and we've been through her stats, so the data speaks for itself. And the other piece of data we haven't mentioned, she was the highest point scorer on fantasy rugby as well, which is now a very important part of my week.
Did you have her on your team?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, but I tell you why, she was too expensive. Like, I couldn't afford her.
Oh, fair enough.
You've got to make
yeah.
these tactical decisions now. Like, I
Yeah.
can't just pick the best players. It's not how it works. Like, I run out of money. So you've got to make tactical decisions and give the newer, cheaper players a bit of a run through, which I did. But I
Gamble.
regret my decisions, in all honesty.
It's okay,
I'd
you'll
love
learn
to.
for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You've rusted out the cobwebs. And next week you'll learn from your mistakes.
Although I did have Maddie Fianati on my team,
Oh,
Nice.
very
player
good.
of the match.
Yeah.
Lots of points there. And Helen Nelson, Nelly, was on my team,
Oh,
player
so
of the
you,
match.
So you did have a good few picks there too.
Yeah, well done, Shaun.
It's
Proud of you.
almost like I know what I'm talking about. Almost.
Almost.
Fake it till you make it.
And you're also doing a team of the week for us.
Yes, I am. Team of the week, according to Shaunagh Brown. Find it over on our Instagram.
Exciting.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Maud's Eye View. What have you got for us this week, Maudie?
Well, we did have a little boogie after the game, which was very fun. Mitch even brought out the lawnmower. So yeah,
Classic dad moves.
Yeah, yeah. We all were doing the dad moves. To be fair, it wasn't much good boogieing, but yeah, stay tuned for that.
For those of us who don't know, we know. We've got a bit of a vlogger in our ranks.
Low-key vlogger.
No, but it's good, Maud. I really look forward to it. Tell us about your vlog.
Yeah, I just do a little weekly roundup of every week of the Six Nations. So post that on my Instagram. So yeah.
And now we get to enjoy it as well.
Yep. It's normally themed with the team we're playing as well. So you might hear a little Italian number at the background music.
Next week, you girls are off to Cardiff.
We are.
Any good stories about playing in Cardiff?
Well, we both actually played together in under-18s at Cardiff.
Principality. Yeah.
At the
Little
Principality?
At Principality, yeah.
At the Principality.
As you can imagine, it was buzzing.
Yeah. All 100 parents in
all
the crowd.
all the parents having a great time in the stands. But yeah, we actually played together there.
Yeah, very
Oh,
cool.
cute. I've only ever played at Cardiff Arms Park, the
Oh, yeah.
little sister next door. That would be cool for you to play in the big bowl.
No, it should
It'd
be very
really
exciting.
Cool, yeah.
Roof covered as well,
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it
assuming.
is.
Depends on weather.
Yeah,
Depends on the weather.
Depends on the weather.
but meant to be a very cool atmosphere there.
Nice. And so what can we expect from a Welsh team next week?
I think obviously they'll be coming off the back of a loss, so a bit of fire in the belly. But I think England Wales is always a battle. Like there's some
Spicy.
kind of unspoken
Yeah.
rivalry law
I
there.
don't think it's unspoken. So
It's not.
Yeah, it's definitely spoken. It's definitely
Yeah.
spoken for. But yeah, I think it'll definitely be battle. A lot of physicality up front. I think it'll be a battle of the packs, in my opinion.
100%.
Maud, how will it be to play against one of your favourite coaches ever?
I know it'll be weird, and most of the Welsh team, or like half of the Welsh team, are from Gloucester Hartbury. So it is a bit weird, but once you're on that pitch, you don't really think about that, do you? But it'll be nice to see them, hopefully after a win, for us, after the game, and give them a big hug.
And where do you think we'll see the biggest battles across the rest of the Six Nations? So we've got France versus Scotland, Wales and England,
Yeah.
and Italy versus Ireland. Who's going to give us the most entertaining game?
I think our game is actually going to be the most entertaining, to be
Yeah, I
fair.
think so. And then France, Scotland, a close second, I think.
Yeah, and then Italy, Ireland.
I think Ireland's going strong, you know. I
Yeah.
think there'll be a bit of a whitewash, if I'm putting it out there.
Oh,
Greenwash.
nice.
Greenwash.
Oh, I see what you did there. That was nice.
Yes, yes.
Will you girls be analysing the Wales game and changing anything from the Italy game because it's Wales, or is it more about you and your English performance?
I definitely think, especially after yesterday's game, it will be big focus on us. Like, we've got loads of things to improve on, but we'll of course look at what the Welsh girls did on the weekend, but main focus will be on us, nailing our roles, nailing our attack, nailing D, and hopefully we'll bring out a good performance.
So nailing the whole game.
Nailing.
We're nailing attack and we're nailing defence.
I don't think all the insights from Maud. You know, you do a Sage insight segment. Should we do a Maud's insight segment?
They're just good because they are.
Just really good on that day, actually.
I hope some people like listening to me, honestly.
They do.
They
Maud,
love it,
they
Maud.
do.
You are the ray of sunshine that rugby needs.
Thanks.
Quoted.
That was my favourite comment on the YouTube channel.
Oh, did someone do it?
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, I did see.
Try and spread the love. You just dismiss me.
Sorry, lot going on last week, okay?
Okay. Right. So that's it for this week. Don't forget, we're here every Wednesday throughout the Women's Six Nations. Ben and Dan will still be around. They'll still have their show on Mondays and Thursdays. If you watch the show on YouTube, hit subscribe.
And if you've got a question for next week, search at Love of Rugby on Instagram and click the link in the bio. Maud, play us out.
Please.
Who will buy?
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, whoa. Ah.
What?
Yes.
Who will buy?
Oh.